So what you want me to say? The Yankees are down 2-0, and I knew it was going to be a tough series. They've been outscored 10-5. What you want me to say? What am I supposed to do with it? Giving up them home runs. Aaron Judge has not woke up yet. He has not woke up yet. I hope he do. Soto hit a home run. Soto came up. Soto's doing good enough. Giancarlo Stanton doing pretty good. But the big fish has not come out the water yet. They cannot win if they don't have everybody on board. They do not have the firepower to go up against a team that can hit left and right. You can't. Edmund hit a home run. Hernandez hit a home run. And so far, the MVP of the series, Freddie Freeman, hit another one. And they're both devastated. Now, Shohei Ohtani may be hurt, but that's not slowing these Dodgers down. They are so stacked and deep. And the pitching, Yamamoto came up big. He pitched really great. I don't want anyone saying, I told this was going to be, I said 6-7 game series. I said, but if you get into a slugfest with these guys and don't do what you're supposed to, series could be over. You got to go at least 6, probably 7. Now you got no choice. I told you, this ain't Kansas City. This ain't Cleveland. This is a whole different animal here that you're playing against. You got to have all your top dogs playing. They don't have to beat you with their top dogs. Why? Because they have enough juice and depth. You're worried about Ohtani and Freeman. You're worried about Ohtani and Mookie Betts. You ain't even thought about Freddie Freeman and Hernandez. And Edmund been going crazy. I watched Edmund. They got so many weapons. They're just a stacked team. And they're pitching pretty good, too. They're pitching pretty good. Think about it. You don't assume they're going to give up 5 runs. Because if you remember, the Mets scored 6 in that. The Mets scored that one. The Mets won that game. It was 12-6. They put. You gotta match them. They're not. This is a team that is really stacked really well. And it's going to be, Aaron Boone going to have to think of a way. You got to get players, you got to get the base pass moving. You got to do some hit and runs. You got to figure out a way, because this series could get away from you. And I don't know if you're going to have to intentionally walk Freddie Freeman, but if he's hot right now, it's just a matter of time. They haven't even played their best game. They've done things where they've been hitting in spurts, but the pitching was strong. Can't leave the bases loaded. I told you before, get on the base pass. You got to make those runs count. Can't be scrambling with a team like this, because if you don't put runs up, they will beat you. They too good. You're not going to play them with no low ball game. You have to come back. Yankees got to come back and do the thing, or this series could be over if they don't come back. I am being very serious. It's probably the most talented team that they faced in the last 30 years in the series. All due respect to Atlanta in the 90s, the Yankees beat. And I'm talking about in the World Series play. I'm not talking about regular. This Dodger team is better than the Arizona team in 01. Just going to keep it real. Schilling and Randy Johnson and Gonzalez. But that was still almost a winnable series. This team here you can't play with. I told you about Beckett and DeMontre Willis with the Florida Marlins pitching. And they were good. They were really good. And that Phillies team that the Yankees beat. But this here is a different beast. This is a different beast. This team is deep. And, I don't want to be the recipient of another historical thing for Dave Roberts, because he was the one, as a player for Boston, that stole the base, that set that series up when Boston came back against the Yankees 3-0. So, Dave Roberts has definitely been a thorn in the Yankees side. But you got to be prepared for all of it. If they're getting any kind of pitching and they can hit, and of course they're going to hit home runs because they hit 3 last night, they hitting the ball, you're in a lot of trouble. You got to match them. You got to match their energy. You got to do better than that. And Aaron Judge, man, you on the clock. You're going to be on the milk carton if you don't turn around and get seen. So, you got to come correct. They got to bring it, because the Dodgers are one of those kind of teams, any kind of lead, they could be problematic. And Dave Roberts is not going to blow a lot of opportunities. So I said the series was going to be a dogfight and it was going to be tough, because I already can see how tough it is. Giancarlo Stanton is definitely holding his end of the bargain up, and Soto is too. But Aaron Judge, You got to get off the milk carton, buddy. You better bring it, or it could be over really soon. And the Dodgers got so many weapons. I mean, this is when you being honest about real talk. So, uh, hope they do something in New York, because it could be a long, quick, painful series if they don't get on the ball. And it's not looking good. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay real. Peace, wake.